Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we will start central nervous system. Central nervous system. You know our nervous system is divided into two parts. One is central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. Autonomic nervous system also there, but that is under what's peripheral nervous system. Today central nervous system consists of what? Brain and spinal cord. Brain and what? Spinal cord. Central nervous system, it receives information. Actually, central nervous system receives information about the outside world, and according to that only it works. The brain sorts out all the information. Whatever maybe information is coming from outside to the brain, it is sort out by brain. Suppose a mosquito is biting, that the brain will tell or give a message to another hands, go and you just force out the mosquitoes. Otherwise, you can use any other materials also to beat them. It helps us to think, learn, evaluate. Which one? Brain only. We can think about environment. We can think about any other things. We can learn. We can do mathematics. We can learn something. We can which work we have to do. That one is suitable for us. That one also we can do by the help of your brain. Next one. The brain sorts out all the information I told you, analyze, make decisions, whatever may be decision you are making by the help of your brain or central nervous system. The spinal cord. Brain and spinal cord. Brain actually is the central part, principal organ of our body. When spinal cord helps. Spinal cord helps in conducting the messages from other parts to the brain, and it takes the message from the brain and gives to other parts. That's why spinal cord is also a vital organ in our body. Vital means important organ in our body. Next one, the brain lies within the cranium. You know that brain lies within the cranium. Cranium means the outside part, which is also called skull. Cranium is also called skull. Understood? Next one. Suppose here is there, just below the cranium, 3-layer part is there. How many layers? 3 layers. That is called meninges, and meninges, the outer part is called dura mater, arachnoid and pia mater. Dura mater, arachnoid and pia mater, you know that this is the 3-layer parts meninges, which is just present below the skull, which acts as a shock absorber, and here one fluid is there that is called CSF, cerebrospinal fluid. What type of fluid is there? That is called what? Cerebrospinal fluid. Next one. This fluid is found in between the meninges and inside the brain. It helps to distribute nutrients. Actually, this CSF helps to distribute nutrients, exchange nutrients, and also acts as a shock reservoir. Clear? Next one. It also provides the neurons some protection from infection. It also helps to the neuron for helping in protection against some other infections. Next one, the brain has 3 distinct parts. How many parts? 3 distinct parts. First one is cerebrum, then cerebellum, and brainstem. What? Cerebrum, cerebellum, and what? Brainstem. Cerebrum is the largest part of our brain, and the most important part also. Cerebrum is the largest part of our brain. Below cerebrum, just side one, cerebellum is there. That is also vital organs, and next one is brainstem. But brainstem, which again connects, and it has three regions, that is called medulla oblongata, medulla oblongata. Second one is pons, and the third one is midbrain. What it is visible? Medulla oblongata, pons, and what? Midbrain. But the most important organ we will read about cerebrum, cerebellum, and medulla oblongata. Cerebrum is the largest part of the brain, and here two halves is there. Two halves is there. One half is called cerebral hemisphere. What you can say? Cerebral hemisphere. Understood? If the hemisphere is present right side, that is called right cerebral hemisphere. If it is present at left side, that is called left cerebral hemisphere. Understood or not? And in between them, one septum-like structure that is called corpus callosum. Corpus callosum separates the cerebral hemisphere. Understood? Right side to left side. Next one, the two hemispheres are partially separated by groups. I told you deep groups, that is called corpus callosum. The outer surface of the cerebrum is full of folds. You know that our brain is like this. Here so many folds are there. Folds-like structures are there. Like mountains it is there, fold mountains. In the same way, fold-like structures are there, that is called gyri and sulci. What? G-Y-R-I-S-U-L-C-I, sulci. If the number of gyri and sulci is more, then the surface area of cerebrum also more. So normally we are thinking that the person is more intelligent. If the number of groups and reeds is more, then the person is more what? Intelligent. Understood? Next one. The outer surface of the cerebrum is full of folds which increases its surface area. This allows a large number of neurons to be packed in the folds. If more number of folds is there, in that case what happened? Large number of neurons will be there. Large number of what? Neurons will be there. Next one, the cerebrum is the center of intelligence, consciousness, willpower, reasoning, everything. Reasoning, willpower, consciousness, everything is controlled by cerebrum. It coordinates muscular activities. It also helps in emotion, in voluntary activities. Every voluntary activities are controls under what? Cerebrum, and involuntary activities controls by what? Spinal cord. Which one? Spinal cord. Next one. It controls speech. Whatever maybe I am now, whatever maybe I am telling, that is also controlled by my cerebrum. Understood or not? The senses of touch, smell, sight, everything is controlled by what? Cerebrum. Next one, the cerebellum. Cerebellum is smaller than the cerebrum. Cerebellum is smaller than the cerebrum. And it is just below the back of the cerebrum or back of the skull. The surface of the cerebellum has a large numbers of thinly spaced parallel groups. Here outer inner groups are there. Here parallel groups are there in cerebellum. Clear? The cerebrum coordinates both voluntary and involuntary activities as well as it maintains the body postures. Which one? Cerebellum maintains body posture and it helps in muscular coordinations. Next one is what? Medulla oblongata. What? Medulla oblongata. Medulla oblongata, it means it is just below the one cerebellum it is present, and here it is a cone-shaped organs which is connected to the spinal cord. Medulla oblongata is connected to which one? Spinal cord. What? Spinal cord. Again, it controls involuntary functions such as heartbeat. Which one? Heartbeat, as well as our breathing systems, kidney functions, coughing, sneezing, swallowing, vomiting, movements of alimentary canal and secretion by glands. These are controlled by what? Medulla oblongata. These are controlled by what? Medulla oblongata. Understood or not? Next one, we will read about spinal cord. If brain is the principal organ of our body, then spinal cord is the vice principal part. The spinal cord is a bundle of nerves. It is a bundle of what? Nerves arranged in cylindrical fashions. Spinal cord is a bundle of nerves. So many bundles are there which are arranged in a cylindrical fashion with a narrow canal called central canal, and this spinal cord is present in between the vertebrae. Spinal cord is present in between the vertebrae. Vertebrae means vertebral column, spine. Understood? The organisms which are having vertebrates, they are called backbone. They are called vertebrates, and those who are absent, they are called what? Invertebrates. And we human beings are vertebrates, you know. Arising from the medulla oblongata, the spinal cord runs down the entire length of the vertebral columns, and 33 vertebral columns are there. Normally, in adult case, it becomes 46 by fusing some of the vertebral columns. Next one, the spinal cord runs down the entire length of the vertebral column and is protected by the vertebrae or bones of the vertebral columns. Like the brain, spinal cord is covered by meninges. Brain is protected by a three-layer membrane called meninges, that is called durameter, arachnoid and pyometer, as well as if the inflammation of meninges occur, one disease is there that is called meningitis. What? Meningitis disease. In the same way, meninges is covered in spinal cord also. In where? Spinal cord also. Understood or not? Next one. The central canal too is filled with CSF. Already I told you CSF, it means cerebrospinal fluid, which are also filled. Which one? Spinal cord also filled with cerebrospinal fluid. The meninges of spinal cord is filled with cerebrospinal fluid. Next one. The spinal cord relays messages from the brain. Actually, brain is getting message. The instruction of the brain is carried by spinal cord to each and every part of the brain. So, It is a message carrier also you can say, and also it helps in reflex actions. Medulla oblongata helps in, before I told I think spinal cord helps in involuntary activities. That is wrong. Medulla oblongata what controls involuntary activities, whereas spinal cord controls reflex actions. Reflex action, the Soron autonomic actions. Reflex action. Understood or not? Next one, the peripheral nervous systems. We will read about now peripheral nervous system. We can say that it's PNS, peripheral nervous system. Peripheral nervous system means what you know? The nerves, either mixed nerves or motor nerves, they are arising from the spinal cord, from backbone to each and every part of the body, and from there they are bringing the message to the spinal cord. This is called what? Peripheral nervous system. Understood or not? Peripheral nervous system connects the whole body with our central nervous systems, and message also from central nervous system to each and every part of the body. These nerves arises from either the brain or spinal cord. Each nerve has innumerable branches that connects to particular area of the body. Here so many branches are there. I told you before, and we have drawn also. So many branches are there which are arising from the spinal cord, and they are actually traveling to each and every parts of the body to collect the messages or impulses. Next one, there are actually 31 pairs of spinal nerves are there, which are arises from the peripheral nervous system, whereas from cranial nerve, from brain only 12 pairs like optic nerves, olfactory nerves, auditory nerves, like that so many are there. They are coming from the brain, that is called cranial nerves, whereas the nerves which is coming from the spinal cord, that is called spinal nerves, that is 31 pairs. 31 pair spinal nerves and 12 pair cranial nerves. Next one, the peripheral nervous system is involved in both voluntary and involuntary activities. Means peripheral nervous system involves in both voluntary as well as involuntary activities. The somatic and voluntary nervous system is a part of the peripheral nervous system that is concerned with movement of skeletal muscles. What is that? Voluntary activities are controlled by the help of brain. According to our will, we can do anything. Movement of the hands, movement of legs, head, you can do by yourself. That is called voluntary activities, because skeletons is attached with that. You can do with the help of skeleton. Next, it also carries information from the sense organ. Which one? Peripheral nervous system carries information from the sense organ, like what? Tongue, nose, eye, ears, skin. The autonomic nervous system, that is also involuntary nervous systems. Somatic is voluntary, autonomic is involuntary. Somatic is voluntary, autonomic is what? Involuntary, which are not controlled, which are not under control by brains or our will. The autonomic or involuntary nervous system is involved in involuntary activities such as heartbeat, digestion, respiration, secretion from glands and excretion. So many glands are there. Endocrine gland, exocrine glands. Endocrine gland secretes hormones, exocrine gland secretes enzymes. So that autonomic nervous systems controls heartbeat, digestion, respiration, secretion from glands and excretion. The autonomic nervous system is controlled by medulla oblongata. What? Autonomic nervous system is controlled by which one? Medulla oblongata. This is all about your nervous system. So many parts are there. In your book, how much given? According to that, we have discussed. Okay, this much today. Thank you. Take care. Bye bye.